Hello, and welcome to the UC Berkeley Haas Global Access Program information session. I am Maya Martinez, and I am an admissions advisor for our Berkeley Global programs. I'm going to tell you all about the incredible academic and cultural experience you can have with our Berkeley Haas Global Access Program. I'll start by talking about UC Berkeley, then talk about the courses you'll take, then the activities you can take advantage of outside of the classroom, and then finally, how you can apply to be part of this short-term visiting student program. If you have any questions during this presentation, go ahead and send them in. I'll do my best to answer your questions as I go through the presentation. So let's get started. UC Berkeley is located in California, which is on the west coast of the United States. In California, UC Berkeley is located a little north of the middle of the state, with San Francisco being the closest city. We're also very close to Silicon Valley, which is the hub and epicenter for advances in technology and product development. Facebook, LinkedIn, Google, and Airbnb are just a few of the companies that are located in the Silicon Valley. UC Berkeley was founded in 1868, and since then we've been guided by our motto, Fiat Lux, which means that our duty is to bring new knowledge to light for all students across the globe. For the past few years, UC Berkeley has been a top-ranked public university by U.S. News & World Report, by the Academic Ranking of World Universities by Shanghai Jiao Tong University, and by the World Reputation Rankings by Times Higher Education in the UK. We're also on the #1 Best Global University rankings. We are proud of this achievement as our mission is to provide a world-class education to an increasingly global community of learners. And this is no surprise given that 24%, or 10,000 of our students, come from countries outside of the United States. And these students are coming from 92 different countries across the globe. UC Berkeley has 14 colleges and schools. The one I'll be talking about is our Haas School of Business. The Haas School of Business also boasts some high rankings. It's consistently in the top 10 for both undergraduate and graduate business degrees from the U.S. News & World Report. The Haas School of Business has long lived by principles that focus on excellence and inclusion. As part of a world-renowned university, the school and its faculty are inspired and expected to achieve excellence in all that we do. This includes embracing differences in thought because our students come from a broad mix of cultures, backgrounds, and perspectives. The Haas School has 4 principles that guide the curriculum and the overall learning experience. You can see the 4 principles here. The first is question the status quo, which means that we encourage bold ideas, taking intelligent risks, and accepting sensible failures. In other words, we innovate not only our thinking, but the products and services we launch. Competence without attitude means that we make decisions based on thoughtful evidence and analysis without arrogance. We bring change through trust and collaboration. Student always means that we're constantly learning, not just our students, but our faculty as well. We are curious and are always learning. And finally, beyond yourself means that we shape our world by leading ethically and responsibly. This often means putting larger interests above our own. These principles guide all of the school's programs, including our innovative Berkeley Haas Global Access Program. The Berkeley Haas Global Access Program is focused on entrepreneurship, technology, and leadership. It's a short-term academic program with 2 different start dates each year. You can apply to start the program in the fall term, which starts in August and ends in December. You could also apply for the spring term, which starts in January and ends in May. Or you could do both fall and spring semesters for a full academic year. The program is designed for top qualifying international students from both business and non-business backgrounds. Let's take a look at the courses that you'll be taking. For 1 semester of study, you will take 3 or 4 core courses from Berkeley Haas. These courses are taught at the Haas building on campus by Haas faculty. I'll describe more about those core courses in a later slide. You'll also take 2 Haas electives, which are between 4 and 6 total units. These 2 electives cover subjects such as marketing, leadership, entrepreneurship, or finance. For your third and last elective, you'll choose from the general UC Berkeley course catalog. This could be an elective in literature or science course or another topic that interests you. In total, you'll take 12 or 15 units each semester for a full-time program of study. And at the end of your 1 semester of study, you'll receive a certificate. One of the great aspects of this program is that you will be taking courses alongside US students. So there's a lot of time to practice your English language skills, make new friends, and really learn what it's like to live and study in the United States. If you choose to start your studies in the fall semester, here's a sample schedule of your classes. The first of your core courses is Thriving at Haas and Beyond. In this class, you will receive one-on-one coaching sessions and visit some amazing Silicon Valley companies in person. In addition, you will learn how to succeed as a Haas student, identify your professional path forward, and enhance your personal and professional development. In Changing Climate and Business Strategy, you will learn how business is affected by climate change and how changing business practices can improve or worsen the climate outlook. Entrepreneurship will teach you how to lead an entrepreneurial venture, focusing on businesses that start small by design and with hard work and good luck can be expected to develop into complex enterprises. Ethics and Artificial Intelligence explores how autonomous systems have become the brains of the modern data economy. As a critical change maker, you will learn about the issues that surround AI and the principles of responsible design and governance structures in order to mitigate them and turn them into opportunities for enrichment of society. In addition to your core courses, you will also take 3 electives. 2 of those electives will be a Haas business course. Example electives include learning about international marketing, business communication, and product management. We select these electives from the most popular courses and top faculty here at Haas. Your third elective will be the one from the general UC Berkeley course catalog. So this could be a class from arts and humanities, engineering, languages, mathematics and sciences, or social sciences. This elective could be related to your major or a class that you find interesting as a part of your overall study abroad experience. If you start studying with us in the spring semester, you'll take the Thriving at Haas and Introduction to Entrepreneurship core courses that I have already described. Your other options for a core course are listed here. Again, you will also take 3 electives. 2 of those electives will be a Haas business course and one from main campus. I suggest you visit our program's webpage to see a full list of electives that are offered and note that course availability is subject to change. Now, I'm sure many of you are interested in becoming eligible to apply for optional practical training, more commonly known as OPT. If you choose to study with us for 2 semesters in this program, you become eligible for consideration of this opportunity and put your newly learned skills and knowledge to practical use. OPT is a temporary 12-month work authorization in the United States, permitting you to stay an additional 12 months after your academic program ends to complete paid work. If you decide on this combined educational and work experience option, you should expect to be in the US for approximately 2 years in total. OPT allows you to see how a US business runs, build a professional network, and gain paid work experience in the US that you can add to your CV or resume. Combined with your studies at UC Berkeley, OPT can give you a competitive edge as you enter the workforce, advance your career, or apply to graduate school. So if you start in the fall, you will need to continue studying in the spring semester and then be eligible to apply for OPT. If you start in the spring, you will need to continue studying in the fall semester and then apply for OPT. You'll be spending a lot of time inside the classroom learning exciting new subjects and outside of the classroom doing your homework and studying. But we want to make sure that your time with us is enjoyable and that you get to experience life in Berkeley to its fullest. The Bay Area is the innovation capital of the world, with many companies from virtually every industry within 50 miles of campus, including Apple, Google, Facebook, Twitter, Airbnb, Uber, LinkedIn, Netflix, PayPal, Tesla, Palantir, and many others. Complementing your courses, you'll have the opportunity to visit Bay Area companies and learn about key factors that make the Bay Area the center of cutting-edge entrepreneurship. Take a listen to recent Berkeley Haas Global Access Program graduate Leah Miller on her experience visiting top companies.
The BH Gap program evolved me in two ways. First of all, the academic way. I learned a lot about entrepreneurial skills. I really got that sense of creating something and being creative. Hello, my name is Leah Müller. I'm from Germany and I was a recent student in the Berkeley Haas Global Access Program, also known as BH Gap. It offers really great connections to entrepreneurs in the Silicon Valley. Our guest speakers came from a lot of different industries and sectors. Some companies were Google, Instagram, Microsoft, Skydeck. It was just a great insight you wouldn't normally get in other universities. The special thing about this program is the course Thriving at Haas and Beyond. In this class, we have guest speakers, cohort talks, company visits. In this class, I really like the coaching circles, developing our soft skills, talk a little bit about our weaknesses, and also improving our networking skills, because that's really important in the business world. The highlights of my time abroad was really the people, not only in class, but also in iHouse. This is the international house where I lived. It was really great. I found there a lot of friends from all over the world. It was like a little family. We had pretty small class size. We got to know each other. We could talk to our professors, lecturers, and even the guest speakers, getting to know the area. San Francisco, doing a road trip down to Highway 1, all the way down to LA, and just seeing the Californian coast. I think no other program provides this international aspect. I learned a lot about myself in this program and spending my time abroad. It was a really, really big step for me, getting out of my comfort zone, being away like 9,000 miles from my friends and family. I would never imagine that I was so brave. I would recommend the BH Gap to everyone who wants to be curious, be creative, and wants to learn in an entrepreneurial environment.
You'll receive career counseling from qualified staff and faculty, where you'll be able to discuss topics such as interview preparation, job search strategies, and more. Check out this video, where recent graduates describe the benefits of having one-on-one personal coaching sessions with our skilled staff in order to define their career paths and goals.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Berkeley's BH Gap program. I'm Heidi.
I'm Jessica. And I'm Katarina. We're your coaching team for the semester, and we are so excited to work with you.
We found that it can be difficult to understand what coaching really is until you experience it. So instead of us telling you about it, we asked a few past students to tell you about their experience.
Take a look, and we'll see you at orientation.
At first, I really think it must be the most boring and impractical courses in our program. I don't know why people would like to be coached.
It can seem strange at first to talk about your very inner feelings with a complete stranger.
I would admit that at the beginning it sounds frightening to talk to someone that you barely know about issues that you consider to be personal.
I got the answer after my first coaching session.
What surprised me the most is that it's really about me.
I like the one-on-one coaching sessions far more than I thought I would, just because it allowed me to address and ask the questions that were relevant to me.
I could talk about what I needed and what I wanted.
It was a fantastic opportunity for me to reflect on myself, to see where I have to improve.
It's a great way to bridge the gap between the person that you are today and the person that you want to be in the future.
I could talk about basically anything, life in California, job search, career choices, and having someone with experience and with a different point of view listening to you and helping you figuring out your choices was pretty great.
You don't even just have to talk about your study, the program, or even Berkeley. You can talk about anything you're interested in. For me, I'm interested in promoting my confidence.
I learned how to give appropriate feedback to my teammates.
I figured out what I want to do with my life.
How to overcome my fear of failure.
It was such an enriching experience to be able to discuss with someone how I'm feeling studying online, cope up with the stress, anxiety. That coaching session was so beneficial to me.
You're going to be having sessions with people that have experience in listening to other people and turning those words into concrete actions and steps that you can take in order to reach your personal goals.
The coaching sessions was one of the most valuable experiences at UC Berkeley.
It's a huge opportunity, so go ahead and take it.
Please make the most out of your time at UC Berkeley and do as many coaching sessions as possible. It's worth it.
Mingle with your fellow visiting students and UC Berkeley degree-seeking students to build connections and community. The Haas School of Business also hosts a number of conferences, speaker series, and events that highlight major issues and trends in the field. After completing the program, you can become part of the Haas Alumni Network and the BHGAP LinkedIn group. Seen on this slide is a photo from a fall alumni panel that Ascend Berkeley chapter hosted with speakers from Ernst & Young, Morgan Stanley, and Solvay. At the beginning of the program, you'll attend an orientation and welcome lunch, a chance to get to know your fellow students as well as Haas faculty and staff. You'll also connect with your fellow students during cohort lunches throughout the program, some featuring guest speakers from Berkeley leadership. And we've made time for you to do sightseeing in our beautiful city and state. The campus itself offers numerous trails and walking tours. You can easily take public transportation to get to San Francisco, where you can hop on a streetcar, shop in Union Square, grab fresh seafood at Fisherman's Wharf, take in a baseball game, or wander around our many culturally diverse neighborhoods. We're also a short drive from excellent wineries, redwood forests, amazing beaches, and incredible mountains. California has so much to do and enjoy. At the end of this program, we celebrate all that you have learned and achieved with a wonderful closing ceremony in our beautiful Haas reception area. Faculty members applaud your work, fellow classmates give speeches, and you're awarded with a certificate to honor your achievement. After the ceremony, mingle with your fellow classmates over food and drinks and take in the beautiful view. Let's take a moment to hear from graduate Anna Julia Storch on her experience in the program.
Hi everyone, I'm Julia, I'm from Germany, and I used to be part of the first BHGAP cohort in 2018. Right now, I'm leading a business line in the field of educational technology for a company called Modus, where I've built a business from scratch. A typical workday for me starts around 8 a.m. with a daily team meeting, where we shortly discuss the upcoming tasks and some challenges we might have. Then from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. I'm usually in meetings with customers, partners, team members of course, and sometimes applicants. And after 6 p.m. I try to make myself some dinner and concentrate on tasks like prepared sales pitches, doing project planning, calculating financials, or also preparing meetings for the next day. The BHGAP influenced me in many ways. It opened the doors to an internship in Silicon Valley, where I realized that I wanted to build businesses in the future. And most importantly, the BHGAP gave me the opportunity to become friends with really inspiring people from all over the world. And this is what made this experience so special to me. One of the skills that I learned during the BHGAP that I still apply today is to approach a problem from a different, much more positive perspective. Whenever there's a challenge or whenever there's an idea, I will always try to make it happen, or at least try it out, instead of just thinking of all the problems and the roadblocks that might be ahead in the future. So the biggest takeaway from the BHGAP experience for me is that we need to think differently and we need to think bigger in order to make a real change to the world. That incorporates going out of our comfort zone and challenging our assumptions on a daily basis.
There are so many exciting things to do and see here in Berkeley. And to make sure your time here is safe and productive, we have an entire office dedicated to supporting our visiting students. We're there each step of the way to help you, from the application process to your time studying with Berkeley and after your program ends. Our goal is that your Berkeley experience is positive, safe, fun, and productive. Part of each program is the new student orientation, where you go over program requirements, receive your class schedule, and meet our staff. In addition, you receive important information about medical insurance, visa documents, traveling, and more. We also provide you with a range of services, including academic advising, help you understand your insurance plan, student visa and housing advising, intercultural training, program and academic orientation, social activities, resume and interview workshops, and undergraduate and graduate admissions workshops. Many of you may be wondering, where am I going to live? And that's an important question. We have a variety of housing options that are very close to campus where you'll be taking courses. One option is similar to a dorm where meals, activities, Wi-Fi, and such are included. Some students rent private or shared apartments. Some students prefer homestays. We have staff members who can help you determine and select the right housing option for your needs and your budget. We estimate that you'll be spending around $11,250 per semester on your housing. Your housing cost is not included in the overall program cost. A question I get asked a lot from students is how much the program costs. The total cost is $21,900 per semester, which includes tuition and all program enhancements like company visits and career coaching. So if you wanted to stay for both fall and spring semesters, that cost would be $43,800. Don't forget that housing is not included in the cost, but we estimate that housing will cost about $11,250 per semester. We also offer scholarships. Scholarships are available up to $5,000, and you need to apply for the scholarship at the same time as when you apply for the program. We recommend applying early. To apply for the scholarship, you'll need to submit an online application where you'll answer, what do the 4 Haas principles that I talked about earlier mean to you? Tell us how you embody these principles and how you live them in your life, studies, and work. Finally, you'll need to have a professional or academic colleague upload a letter of recommendation directly into your application. This colleague could be a faculty member or teacher from your current studies, or a supervisor or manager from work. You will be asked to provide their contact details in the relevant section of your application. So, how do you get started on this exciting educational opportunity at Haas? We accept applications from top qualified students who have completed at least 2 years of undergraduate study with a minimum cumulative GPA of 3.0. This is a competitive academic program with an English language proficiency requirement. You can see the tests and scores that we accept displayed on the screen here. You'll also need to submit a statement of purpose specifically about this program. This essay should include information about your background and academic achievements, why you're interested in the program, any extracurricular activities that you're especially proud of, and anything else you'd like the admissions committee to know about you and your ability to succeed here as a student. The statement is also a chance for you to address any anomalies in your educational transcript. Finally, you'll also need to submit official university transcripts and a copy of your passport. There is also a non-refundable application fee that you'll pay when you submit your application. The application is entirely online. You will upload your documents and complete the application process electronically. Scan the QR code here to see more details about each of the documents needed. So I've been telling you all about the transformational academic and personal experience you will have here with the Berkeley Haas Global Access Program, but I want you to see it for yourself as well. Take a look. Thank you for submitting your questions, many of which I've been able to answer during the presentation. Here are a few more that have come in. What is UC Berkeley Global? That's a great question. Berkeley Global is a unit within UC Berkeley Extension, the continuing education department of UC Berkeley. We extend the reach of UC Berkeley's impact by providing access and opportunities to a broad and diverse community of learners from around the world. We work closely with the Haas School of Business to offer this program. The Haas School of Business provides its amazing faculty, facilities, and coursework and their terrific network. UC Berkeley Extension provides the administrative support necessary for the program to run smoothly. At the end of the program, you will receive a certificate from Haas and UC Berkeley Extension, as well as a transcript from UC Berkeley Extension. Another question is, can I transfer these classes to my home university? The majority of students are wanting to transfer credits either back home to a home university or to another program after finishing this program of study. And students do receive a transcript and those credits are transferable. We work very closely with students to help you get what you need to show either to your home university or the university where you're looking to transfer to after this program. It is the student's responsibility to make sure that the credits will transfer. One more question is, will completing this program make me more eligible to be admitted into a degree program at UC Berkeley? While this will not give you priority admission to a degree program, it will strengthen your academic resume. Your admission to a formal degree program is dependent on how strong your application is. It's a holistic admissions process, meaning the admissions committee will look at your entire educational and professional background, including your attendance in this program. As the program will strengthen your resume and your academic background, it may be helpful for admission to any degree program at any university, but is not necessarily going to give you a priority. Well, that's all the time I have to take your questions. But if you have any questions that I wasn't able to answer, here's the contact information for the program. My team and I would love to hear from you and discuss how this program can fit your educational or professional goals. If you haven't already done so, I suggest filling out our newsletter sign-up form on this website. You'll receive emails about the program, upcoming deadlines, and other information. You can also schedule a virtual advising appointment with one of our admissions advisors or visit our help center by scanning the QR codes displayed on this slide. Thank you again for taking the time to learn about the Berkeley Haas Global Access Program. I really hope to see you in Berkeley soon. Go Bears!